Hello and welcome to the new channel that I have just created. The call for leftist actions in politics. Might as well just shorten it to C.L.A.P. I've become just like most of you over the last couple of years and seeing how absurd what's happening in today's politics, and I wanted to do my part to try to help, and try to get my voice out there, and hopefully people out there can hear me out and hopefully have the same kind of voice that I do, and we can share ideas and hopefully have an impact on what is happening in today's politics, especially with the god awful Republicans that are in right now that just make me want to all just say, oh, they want me to make me do something like that. So, today I want to discuss a problem that we have, and it is billionaire problem. We have a billionaire problem. We have a massive 1% problem that luckily we have this to try to get our voices heard, but other than that, they're going to be squashed by these 1% billionaires. And it makes me sick to my stomach. And I'm going to try to propose some suggestions at the end and how we can try to combat this. But first, I'm going to read you an article. And first, I want to show you the photo from this article, and it's heartbreaking. And I looked up the world's billionaire list, and this came from Forbes. So brace yourselves. Notice anything strange? I do. There's not a single minority besides Jack Ma. And I don't really consider him a minority. He's Asian, so he's like white adjacent, But other than that, there's not a single minority. Thank God there's some women up here, but there's not a single minority. And that just... there's something wrong. There should be a black, a Hispanic, a trans. There should be all different types of billionaires if there's going to be billionaires. Because I knew if they would be billionaires, they would do the right thing and share it all with the people. And maybe that's why there's not these type of billionaires, because maybe they were billionaires at one point and they shared their money with the people that deserved it. Maybe they gave it all the I can't say the name, I'm so angry. Philanthropic work. Philanthropy. Bill Gates does, he does philanthropic work. Yet he's still one of the biggest billionaires. Well, hopefully he's using that money to give back. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, we're gonna go to this article. The world's list of billionaires, the richest of 2021. Now, I don't know exactly when this was published. I couldn't find a date, but I was reading it, and there was some things about it that just absolutely sickened me. And Let's read a little bit about it. It says it's been a year like no other, and we aren't talking about the pandemic. There were rapid fire public offerings, surging cryptocurrencies, and skyrocketing stock prices. Stock prices, that's what they want. They want their stocks to get higher and higher, and their cryptocurrencies to keep going up. That's all they want, especially that Musk guy. The number of billionaires on Forbes' 35th annual list of the world's wealthiest exploded to an unprecedented 2,755. That's 660 more than a year ago. Now, if I do the math on this, it's an extra 23%. We have added 23% more billionaires onto this list. How? We were in a pandemic. Nobody had any money. Something is not right here. And I don't know what it is, and I don't know who to blame, and I think I do. I think it's people very close to some government ties who are getting blank checks, basically, from, their banking friends. And they turn that around, they put that in stocks, and they just make more money. Anyways, it says of those, a record high 493 were new to the list, roughly one every 17 hours, including 210 from China and Hong Kong. Another 250 who'd fallen off in the past and came roaring back. A staggering 86% are richer than a year. 86% are richer than a year ago. We added 23%, and 86 are richer than a year ago. Jeff Bezos, of course, is the biggest one. For the fourth running year, worth 177 billion, while Elon Musk could get a number 2 spot. Of course, because he'd put money in Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin just magically happened to take off. Makes you wonder. And then Tesla and Amazon share surge, like I said. Altogether, these billionaires are worth 13.1 trillion, up from 8 trillion in 2020. That is a massive increase. And you know who got poor? Me, you. People like us. More homeless people all over the place, especially California. I thought California was like the land of the dreams. Everybody wanted to move there because it was the place of opportunity. Now you go there, you can't even find a home. It's too expensive. Because the billionaires. The U.S. is still the most, with 724, followed by China, including Hong Kong, and Macau with 698. We use stock prices and exchange rates for March 5th to calculate net worth. See below for full list of the world's billionaires and our methodology. For daily update net worths of all 2,755 billionaires, check out our real-time billionaire rankings. Now, I do want to click on this because I haven't actually checked this. It looks like, Musk jumped down to 3. Zuckerberg, Larry Ellison, Larry Page. Okay, here we have the first woman. Francois Bettencourt, and Marriage and Family. Out of France. Not even in the United States do we have a top 10 billionaire. Steve Ballmer, Amancio Ortega, Alice Walton. Okay, the second female that we actually have, who is of the United States. Thank the Lord. We have Mackenzie Scott. I don't know about that one. Which is Jeff Bezos' wife, if you didn't realize it, because it has Amazon right here. And Bloomberg just below her. And she probably wouldn't be worth more than Bloomberg had she not got divorced. So she actually probably wouldn't even be on this list if she got divorced. So that's a shame. Oh, look, another female. And who is it from? Julia Koch and family. Part of the Koch family. What do you know? A Koch. And we got Jack Ma. I don't even know who that is. But as you can see, and I'm not even looking at the countries over here, but as they said, most of them were from the United States and China. I've been watching films about how Germany has this. Okay, I was going to say how Germany has this billionaire problem too. And I'm just now starting to see the Germans. I thought they said Vladimir Putin, but it didn't. It said potato and... But we got a Russian one finally. Japanese. Most white. I don't think I think, Will Pierce from the United States. He built eBay and PayPal. I'm not for sure what descent he is from. But he may be the first non-white that we have in here. And it starts in the 60s. So, this is just ridiculous how many... Let me go back to the original article. And what was funny is I saw Buffett on here. I don't think I saw Buffett on the real-time one. Oh, there he is. He's number 9. Sorry about that. He was 6 here with... Oh, okay, so Francois was of L'Oreal. That makes sense. Alice Walton. Oh, the Walton family. That makes even... Okay, so now we have the Walton family here of Walmart. Jeez. It just sickens me of how many of these billionaires and these that we have. Do they not understand that there are poor people that we need money to survive? I'm sure they made it through the pandemic just fine. In fact, we helped them get through the pandemic because you know why? When we got a stimulus check, where did we go? We went straight to Amazon, didn't we? Because we couldn't go anywhere else. Or you went to Walmart because you were allowed to. You couldn't go to your little shop with your mask on. Instead, it got put out of business. This Trump, he said he was following the science. No, he was shutting down the small businesses so he could help out his billionaire little friends. This is what he was doing. You know it. We all know it. He's just as crooked as they come. Now, hopefully, our Lord and Savior, new president that we have, he'll help us out of this. I mean, if anybody can, it can be Joe Biden. it just sickens me to see. So all right, I'm gonna get done with the sick part. I'm done being ranting and raving. So I'm gonna try to suggest some kind of opportunity, or what West leftists can do to try to change these things, to make these billionaires understand and spread the wealth, right? Because it's going to be tough with the Republicans in any kind of government to try to help them spread the wealth to any kind of poor people, or even give it to the homeless, or animal shelters, or anything like that. So, the number one, and we're going through a massive inflation right now, right? Everybody's saying massive inflation is coming, right? Because we're printing way too much money. Here's my number one idea. If we're printing too much money and that's causing mass inflation, and all these people are worth all these billions of dollars, we need to have all their $100 bills stacked up and burned. I think that would be the best idea ever. Because if you burn all of the billionaires' $100 bills, you lessen how much of that money is in circulation, and then the actual dollar will actually rise in its price. I guess you could say it's worth. The dollar's worth would actually rise. Or that would be number one, just to get them to burn it. Just so they don't have it anymore. Just so they're not billionaires anymore. Right? So the money's no longer diluted. Number two, make all of these billionaires pay their employees. At least, of course, we're all in favor of the $15 million minimum wage. Did I say 15 million? I say, all right, $15 minimum wage. And I think it should be higher than that. If these guys got billions and they're paying all their workers minimum wage, they can barely survive, they're having to go to their office or benefits. It's no way to live a life. And these guys are just living off the backs of them. The Waltons, the Bezoses. It wouldn't. What did they actually do? You start a website. Whoop-de-doo. I can start a website. Elon, he's wasting money going, like, just putting rocket ships out there. Bill Gates is about the only one that's worthy, that I might like, because he's trying to help out. He's trying to vaccinate people. He's got, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They're trying to help. But these other people, I don't know. I mean, most of these I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. But the ones I do know is just, they gotta do something to help. Zuckerberg says he's trying to help, but I haven't seen him help. Give some money to Black Lives Matter. Donate to them. They need it. And they need to put it back in their schools. And do funding for their, isn't that what they do? Doesn't Black Lives Matter do that? They do that, right? They put it back in the communities and stuff. I'm not 100%. I need to be a little bit more familiar with Black Lives Matter. I need to check my white privilege a little bit more often. But I'm pretty sure that that's what they do. They put it back in the communities and whatnot. I don't think they're out there buying up huge amounts of properties with the money that goes into the organizations or anything like that. So they should be donating to Black Lives Matter so we can help out the the unfortunate, kids that are in these inner cities that are not getting a good education, or don't have access to, proper food or anything like that, or just again, I need to check my white privilege sometimes and try to figure out what's going on. But again, get these billionaires to burn their $100 bills so that we can get the dollar back to being stable. Because from my understanding, it's not a very stable currency, and that's why people are going to Bitcoin and getting rich off Bitcoin. I don't have 32. How much is it? $32? I don't have $32,000 for Bitcoin. Do you? How are we supposed to afford a Bitcoin if we don't have $32,000? It's insane. Of course, these guys always have $32,000 laying around, so they're gonna just buy like tons of Bitcoin. I'm lucky if my 401k is going to last me to retirement. These guys are just probably buying Bitcoins left and right. Number two idea that I had, instead of burning the $100 that they all have, I want to see like a net worth in that article. 13.1 trillion between two people. I don't know how many hundreds of dollars that is, but I'm pretty sure you could put half of that toward our GDP, right? Pay off our debt, because the U.S. debt is just out of control. So, considering we need to have this money spent, these billionaires need to put half of it up, at least, into paying off our debt. Because if not, it's never going to get paid off. Like, it's just going to keep going up. How are we ever going to pay it off if these billionaires don't start paying their fair share? So, those are my two suggestions so far. My third suggestion is not a good suggestion, and I can't say it on YouTube. But what we gotta do is we gotta get the workers to come together, especially Bezos' company, Amazon, not even unionize. We need to own these companies. Anybody that works in these companies should own these companies. If they're putting in some of the work, they should own it. I mean, what, just because you started a company means you get to have it for the rest of your life? That makes no sense. It means if, like, I bought a house, like, do I get to keep it for the rest of my life? No, I'm probably gonna have to help people, and, let them move in and stuff, and give them some food, and I'll sell it to somebody else eventually, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just give it to somebody. That's what I would do. It's the right thing to do. That's what these guys should do. That's my rant for the day. And that's my point about this billionaire problem and how we can solve it. And if you agree, let me know. If you have any other ideas, let me know. And how we can fix this crazy billionaire problem. Because I understand we all can't be billionaires, but I'm sure we can all be at least in the $100,000 each bracket. Every single citizen could at least probably be in the $100,000. I haven't done the math on it. I'll probably have to figure it out. But like, you know, if there's this many billionaires, you know, they shared the wealth between every single person in the United States. I'm sure we could probably come close to being at least $100,000. Even then, the people who are not even billionaires, even the millionaires, even if they gave up, you know, 30-40% toward the GDP or giving it away to the people that needed it, we could all probably, the economy would just be way better. So they should just give it up. It just makes the most sense. What doesn't make sense is them keeping all their money. What are they gonna do with $150 billion? They're just gonna store it in their bedroom for the rest of their life? I mean, I got like 100. I got paid the other day, and like, you know, I'm trying to save up some money. So I put $50 aside, but like, there's never gonna be a point where I'm gonna get to 125 billion. You know, I know, of course, they keep it in a bank. I know they don't like just have the dollars laying around, but still, they're just gonna keep it in a bank the rest of their life. No, they should just give it to people. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what we do about this. It's disheartening and disconcerting all at the same time. And I hope that soon they'll see that what they're doing is just absolutely asinine and insane and wrong. And what they need to do is listen to us, listen to the people that help them, you know? Because if it wasn't for us, they would be absolutely nothing. They would just be gutter trash is what they would be. So I think we need to call on some kind of uprising here or something, and make our voices heard a little bit more louder. And calling, I think we need to get a hashtag going, you know, for the billionaires specifically. And that hashtag would be something like burn your billions, you know, something to that effect. Like burn your billions. Doesn't that sound like a good hashtag? Burn your billions. I think I would like that hashtag. Burn your billions. Hashtag burn your billions. Should we get it going? I think we should get a hashtag burn your billions going. Anyways, that's it for me. I'm gonna get off of here. But think about it. Hashtag burn your billions. If not, no, we'll just keep it a hashtag burn your billions. All right. More thoughts coming. Thank you for watching my first video. Let's get these ideas out here. Let's get this billionaire class ashamed of themselves and make them think about who actually makes them rich, right? It's us. People like us. People like us because of the pandemic, that we couldn't do anything else except for go and shop at their stores that they basically forced us to go to. So I don't know what else to do. So let's get the word out there and hashtag burn your billions. And like and share this channel, this video, if you believe that if you believe in these kind of things, you believe that these guys are evil and their white privilege is gone way over their heads, and they're so egotistical that they can't even see in front of their face. They don't even know what they're doing. And so I think we need to make them wake up and realize what they've done and what they will do to themselves if they continue this path that they're going on. So, with that being said, I'm going to go off and get off of here and spread the word. Fight the power. Have a good night, guys.